Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for stopping in with me today. I really do appreciate your time. Whether you are a subscriber or this is the first time you've seen me, thank you so much. So today is what's in that tote. I've got a tote here that is filled with things from time gone by. And it may be projects that I didn't enjoy and put to the side and never got back to. It could be supplies that I have for certain things. Who knows what's ever in these totes, so that's why we're calling it What's in That Tote. So let's take a look. So when we first moved here 17 years ago now, I was going to be a stay-at-home mom for the first time, and I was going to sew things. I bought a sewing machine, and I bought a bunch of remnants to try to play with and learn some sewing skills, and it really didn't get too far, but I've got some of that material now, and I'm actually thankful for that because it's allowing me to have some liner material for some bags that I crocheted bags, and then they need to have a liner. So I thought this one was really cute. It's this ladybugs on little green gingham. It reminds me of my niece Claire because her grandma Marie calls her Ladybug. And so I thought this was really cute. I think I'm actually going to send this to my sister so that she can make something for Claire with it. I don't know what. It's not that much. It's just this little bit. Woo! So I don't, my grandmother sewed like crazy. Like she was of that era. She made us pajamas and Halloween costumes and dresses and just clothes all the time. Grandma always made clothes sewing. And my mom didn't sew too much. She did get into some of it, but luckily she did the crocheting, and that's what I got from her. So this one's really pretty. It's kind of purpley and blue. Is that the front? Yeah. It's kind of purpley and blue with this kind of paisley crazy design. I've cut a small piece out already for a bag liner, and so I don't know, I don't know if the material is the right material that you would use for a bag liner because I don't know material. But I picked up stuff that was pretty, and that's what I'm going to use. Let's see here. Okay, if somebody can tell me what this is, that would be fantastic because I have no idea and I don't know why I bought it. It's like suede. It's super thick. Like, I don't know about thick, but it's not regular material at all. It's plain on this side, but it's super soft, and I really like that. There's a pattern to it. I don't know what it is. Let's see, how big is this? So we all know I am 5'7", and it is on the floor now. So this is how big it is. This is how big it is. I don't know what I would make with this, but I have it, and it's heavy. So who knows what? Okay, it's next one. This is sort of suede-y. This definitely is higher thickness and durability. It's like super back, the backing, there's a super strong backing back here. It's really soft. I don't know what it is. Kind of greenish gray. It looks like let's say furniture material. It looks like leather, but it's not. It's soft. Who knows what? That's goofy. And then I just had some scraps in some other colors. This one's just a blue, but it's like super, like polyester or something. It's super, hear it? I don't know what it is. And it's super soft. I might have just seen it rolled up like this and thought, oh, that's kind of pretty. And then you open it up and it's got killer whales on it. So maybe that should be, and the top was cut off. There's more blue. See how thick the blue on the border is? So here it was, cut wrong at the store, cut short. And so you can understand why they called this one a remnant. But like if you could probably come down to this next blue border and cut it out there and then make it like into a pillow or something. And then look, it even had a border. Do people love killer whales that much that they would make fabric for it? I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. And then another one that I found, I'm trying to remember now because I sold it at like a rummage sale. I think it was the Lord's Prayer. And it was a really pretty piece of material that was just nice, you know, just right, and it laid out in a really pretty picture. And I labeled it like, you know, a church, somebody from a church could use it and do something with it. And that's why somebody bought it from me for a couple of bucks. Okay, here's another one I thought was really pretty, and I've done some stuff with this. I did make some little curtains for the kitchen area and some pillows for my mom. So I had, they were like just tan, and then I put a stripe of this through it. So these tiny little pink and mauve flowers. So that's cute. That'll be a nice liner for something. This feels like it was supposed to be something, but it isn't. It's kind of see-through-y. It's light color with these little blue flowers. I don't know what I might use that with. What's it say along here? Quilters Only Signature Calicos, number 5529, Springs Industry, Inc., not intended for use in children's sleepwear. Look at that. I got something with a little name tag on it. That's so funny. It's not a name tag. It's like printed right on the material. And then there's like this weird, I don't know if someone was practicing a stitch or if that's two pieces put together, but there's a huge sewing. Yeah, it's put two pieces together. So anyway, here again, I don't know why I bought all this stuff, but figured I might play with it or figure something out with it. And here it still sits. Okay, a lot of plastic bags. I keep everything. I think I'm going to need more storage. Oh, here is the rest of. So I made the little curtains out of this, and the pillows were in this with this as a stripe through it, which I was very proud of myself. I don't know what this is. Very, very thin, very see-through, pink, nice light. It is kind of sturdy, but that's a big piece. And again, it's super thin, so you'd have to double it up for anything. I can see the camera through it. That's too thin for any decent use. I mean, you know, the liner of a bag, I guess, should be sturdy because you're gonna be digging in and out of it, but it's a crochet bag, so you're not putting really heavy stuff in it. So I don't know that what might tear it, or you know, what material is gonna do for the inside, benefit or not. I don't know. Some more, just some random colors, just some random pieces. This almost feels like denim in this tan. Super, super sturdy. This would be good for pants, you know. Wow, that's good stuff. Okay, more bags, more bags. Okay, so I've got zippers here because I don't know why. They look old. I don't know that I would have bought zippers just for no reason. I don't know where I got these. I do know, oh, here's another piece of fabric. This is just simple blue, simple. This one's a little bit bigger, and it is kind of see-through-y, so you might want to double up on that too. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that stuff other than just keep using it for bag liners as I need to, whatever. Some little random pieces. I got a wild hair before my last vendor event and made up a bunch of these little ornaments. I was thinking, oh, people need gifts for teachers and stuff. And so I made these little wreaths. There's a hair band, a hair rubber band inside that you crochet the green around the hair rubber band. I thought that was really cute. And so I made up a whole ton of them and didn't sell them. So here's one that didn't get any additives. This is a random piece from, I don't know where. I made a little flower. Maybe I was practicing with some stitches or something. I have been looking for the second booty for a long time. I don't know where I know that in moving stuff from one tote to another, it got lost, but I got this little booty sitting there because I used to make, I've got a green little jacket or dress outfit that went with it in another tote, so I'll show you that. Another what's in that tote later on. I actually have a bag made out of these. This was an extra. It's the Starburst, which is fantastic. And this is that rainbow yarn that my mom's blanket was made out of, and I had just a little bit extra. So I love that Sunburst. I think it's called the Sunburst Granny Square. And like I said, I made a bag out of this that I'll be showing you because I've pulled out one of these. I don't know which one off the top of my head, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you because then I would spoil the surprise. So you'll see what this bag looks like later and what material I used for the liner of it. This is a cute square. Oh, this is a good example of Amy's OCD. Trying to use a self-striping yarn or a color changing yarn. Is that what happened, or did I run out? There's a knot there. I'm going to say that I ran out. But in any event, this happens in both cases, whether I'm using a self-striping that has changed colors, or I don't know why I would add a color at this point that didn't matter. Anyway, see how this is, those three spokes are not in the maroon? I just can't. So if I were making this with a self-striping yarn and I got to that point, I would stop and frog and do something different. If I were choosing to change colors like I did here, I would never ever in a trillion years, if I was gun held to my head, would I ever create a center or a piece that had some of the pieces that were a different color like that. That OCD, that drives my brain insane. So I don't know why I would have kept this, because I'm clearly not going to use it for anything if that was just a reminder to myself of what not to do. So otherwise, cute little square. Okay, so these look to be, okay, so I went through and was making a bunch of different headbands for a baby. Lots and lots and lots. This, and so I have all these little flowers that I was going to add onto the top of the headbands. How cute. And I've shown you these before. I found some little blue ones in here. I love this little flower. It's got the little 3D effect, that little pop-up, that little part pops up. So I really enjoyed these. Made them in a bunch of different colors to add on to the different headbands. Here's another little pink one. Here is, I was trying, in addition to the wreaths for that year, I was making some different Christmas tree ornaments. And I tried to do a mixture of glue and water that it talked about in order to make these hard so that it would not look like this, you know, and it didn't work. I don't know if my ratio was off. This isn't one of them. I don't know if I blocked all of them or tried to, but that didn't work. So when it comes to blocking the edges of something like this, I need to work on that, because it's not a skill that I have that's a very good skill. I don't know why I have iron-on patches, but I do. I don't know why I have this ribbon, but I do. It's because there's a clearance sticker. That tells Amy everything. That's like a weakness to me. To see a clearance sticker, I'm like, oh, I'm going to save money. I'll buy it just because it wasn't full price. Stupid. These are some more of those little flowers. It's really, really hard to tell because of the color pattern. This is cotton, like that peaches and cream or whatever. That's cotton, 100% cotton, red, white, and blue. I like that. I had made in my Cotton Works video, there's a bib that I made, and I was looking at, again, different appliques to put on bibs and headbands and all sorts of things. So I've got all these little, here's a little star where the edges are all just, you know, curled in on itself. But that's the same thing in trying to use that glue solution or whatever. I know there's stuff out there to make it hard, you know, to make it not curl in on itself like this, but I just haven't gotten that far. Here's one of the headbands that I was talking about. I have absolutely no idea who I ever would have seen the pattern from. And then just to have, like, how cute, little baby's head. I think that looks a little bit small, but... And headbands like this are kind of like a hit or miss with a baby's head. You never know whether it's going to fit because of the size of their head. Here's the mauve color, that same headband. I just need to connect the edges and then put the applique on top. This is kind of goofy. My niece asked me, a different niece, asked me to make a pacifier holder for her baby. So this is like to go around that center holding piece, a goofy little elephant. And the only clips that I found to go on the back of these, I sent her some different ones, her and her sister, were giant, clunky, like badge pins. Like you would pin this on the kid's shirt or maybe on the car seat carrier or something like that so they didn't lose their pacifier, but that was kind of a fail. I don't know what these are. They're just like curly cues. I don't know what they are. This is long ago, so these were not, you know, you see wind spinners out, lots of videos for wind spinners, and I do want to make some, so maybe I'll put one up for that, but I don't know what these were. I don't know why I made them. Are they a little Jewish guy? I don't know what they are. A little snowflake, and this is white material with a silver strand through it. It's very cute. You can't see it. Just little things I was playing with. Some more flowers, one in the maroon, and then another one in the red, white, and blue color. Got a little pink. It's kind of like red, white, and blue and pink. That's a little weird. And then I worked on some little crosses. I was trying to make like bookmarks, like a little hangy, I don't know, either an ornament or a bookmark or something. This is cotton yarn. I made a little small one too. I work at the Lutheran Church Extension Fund, and so I made some of these for my coworkers the first year that I started there. I have a new boss, so I should make another one and give it to her. But yeah, just playing with different hook sizes, different yarns. These aren't the same yarn. So, and then my last but least thing in here is, I know I'm not going to say her name correctly, and I think she is from Iceland. Her name is Tinnia, Tinnia, maybe. And she does some mosaic designs that use a zipper. So you sew the thread into the crochet thread into the zipper, and then you crochet into that and make a little, you know, coin purse or whatnot out of it. So I had a couple of things. I was trying, first of all, I tried with one of my zippers and I couldn't even get the needle really through the zipper border. So that was kind of a fail. I did not enjoy that at all. So I thought, well, maybe I'll make a bag that doesn't have a zipper. And these were cheap at Michael's. I don't remember how much they were, or Hobby Lobby or something. Hobby Lobby, $2.49. I've got 4 of them here. And I thought, well, there's no closure to it. It's an open bag. But maybe I'll just crochet a little coat, you know, a little outside for it, a little design for it. I don't know. So then I thought, well, here's another option. But no price tags. These are also Hobby Lobbies. This one's $1.69, so this one was less than that. And they're already got the zipper connected to a liner. So I'm like, okay, let's try that. See if I can't sew the crochet thread on here and then crochet into that and make the bag. So that is something that I would like to be able to do. And I buy this stuff and I think, yeah, I'm going to go home and do that. And then here it sits. So one more bag here. Oh, here's some little pieces of the material. I was trying to do little pouches. I thought maybe, well, so now here's the liner. Well, that's inside out. Now you want to keep it inside out. Maybe I'll just crochet, you know, this is an already made liner that I can just crochet a little bag for, or crochet, you know, this into crochet, sew this into crochet bag. Spit it out. So, you know, again, but these are from a long, long time ago. So I was just practicing with my sewing machine, trying to learn. Look at putting two different ones together. This one's green pattern, and then the pink, because I'm goofy. And another little one, blue. Just trying to practice my sewing machine. I don't know if I did even different stitches on them or not, just a straight stitch. And another bag of scraps. And this is funny because it's chock full. It's cram-packed is what I mean to say. And there's yarn in here that I'm not sure. I bought, there was one lot of yarn that I bought off of eBay that was all these different yarns, and I am in love with this yarn and wish I knew what it was. This is only one of them. They came in many, many different colors, different color combinations. This was just one that I had some left of, but I really used up most of the rest of it, and I don't know what that was, but I will forever be on the sort of lookout. And that's the thing, though, you know, a lot of the yarns that I fall in love with are discontinued, so I don't know if this looks like something else that I'll ever find. You know, yarn gets like that. But here's some more of it. Look how pretty. Some whole different balls. I don't know if this was one as well. Whoops, there it goes across the table. And then some big Bernat blanket when I was done with a baby blanket here or there. I've got all these different colors. So, all right, guys, if you're still with me, thanks so much. You've lasted through another of what's in that tote, digging through all my junk. You know, sometimes you never know when this stuff is going to become useful. I don't necessarily consider myself a hoarder, but with this stuff, I've kept it. You know, it's a small amount, so it's not taking up too much space, but I don't have any idea. I have some ideas. I have partial ideas. I can't put any of these ideas together and, you know, come to fruition, if that's the right word. But hang on to stuff. You never know when something's going to give you some inspiration of your own, from your own stuff. You know, you don't need me to inspire you. You don't need to see comments that people have left that, you know, are inspiring you. Dig into your own stuff. You might be surprised. You'll never know what you forget is in there, and then you can make something beautiful out of it. So, all right, guys, kind of a wacky video here, but thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate if you'd consider subscribing. I like to laugh here a lot, and my intentions are that you leave with a smile every time you come to see me. So I hope that's the case today. I hope you're laughing with me now. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.